DNA and genes. DNA is an essential molecule for life. It acts like a recipe holding the instructions telling our bodies how to develop and function. What does DNA stand for? DNA is short for deoxyribonucleic acid. What is DNA made of? DNA is a long, thin molecule made up of something called nucleotides. There are 4 different types of nucleotides: adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. They are usually represented by their first letter: A, adenine, T, thymine, C, cytosine, G, guanine. Holding the nucleotides together is a backbone made of phosphate and deoxyribose. The nucleotides are sometimes referred to as bases. The base structure of the DNA molecule. Different cells in the body. Our bodies have around 210 different types of cells. Each cell does a different job to help our body to function. There are blood cells, bone cells, and cells that make our muscles. How do cells know what to do? Cells get their instructions on what to do from DNA. DNA acts sort of like a computer program. The cell is the computer or the hardware, and the DNA is the program or code. The DNA code. The DNA code is held by the different letters of the nucleotides. As the cell reads the instructions on the DNA, the different letters represent instructions. Every 3 letters makes up a word called a codon. A string of codons may look like this: ATC, TGA, GGA, AAT, GAC, CAG. Even though there are only 4 different letters, DNA molecules are thousands of letters long. This allows for billions and billions of different combinations. Genes. Within each string of DNA are sets of instructions called genes. A gene tells a cell how to make a specific protein. Proteins are used by the cell to perform certain functions to grow and to survive. Shape of the DNA molecule. Although DNA looks like very thin, long strings under a microscope, it turns out that DNA has a specific shape. This shape is called a double helix. On the outside of the double helix is the backbone that holds the DNA together. There are 2 sets of backbones that twist together. Between the backbones are the nucleotides represented by the letters A, T, C, and G. A different nucleotide connects to each backbone and then connects to another nucleotide in the center. Only certain sets of nucleotides can fit together. You can think of them like puzzle pieces. A only connects with T, and G only connects with C, which you can see up here.